Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing series. Today, we're over at Volkov. Decided I'd try something a little bit different and do some jigging from shore. So, not sure how well it'll be. Where we are here is on this old abandoned boat. Town is way over there. So, if you just kind of come up the shore here, there's a old abandoned boat out here and casting out into the hole right over here. So first catch of the day was a small perch. We will see what we can get for the rest of the day and go from there. Goal today is, as always, let's make some silver. We are about 500 away from being able to afford the new reel, the new rod and line. So probably 2 episodes away from that, maybe 3, 2 or 3 episodes away. I did see as I was logging in that they are doing a maintenance tonight. So hopefully I'll be able to get everything recorded before then. It's gonna be hit or miss. We'll see. It does look like they're doing it at midnight Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. So if that's the case, I should be able to get everything recorded. But we'll play it by ear there. So maybe a shorter float episode today. Not sure entirely what they're adding. I don't know if it's just the Christmas update or if it's the new ocean map as well. But they did say 4-hour downtime and game update, so we will all see what's coming up when they announce that after the event today. Honestly, even if they open an ocean map, it's probably too early for us to do ocean fishing. So I don't think that's going to impact us in any way, shape, or form. Another smallish fish on. I did think about getting a boat and going up over by the dam. Just, I didn't want to pay for a boat. I didn't want to sit in a boat. River mussel, not bad. I did not look at the cafe or anything like that before starting. Just came over to Volkov, got started. Really wanted to look at some prices for some stuff. So that's what drew me to Volkov. Plus, I think fishing in this area with this lure on, we should be okay. Although, did I leave the giant hooks on? Only size 1, I'm okay with that. I was fishing in this area on my main account with 2 HSVs and pulling in some 10 to 15 kilo salmons, which they're fun, but they would be a pain for us right now, especially on the boat. They're not on this boat, not on a functional boat with the equipment we have. But each one of those, I caught 2. I caught a 10 and an 11 kilo, and they were 60 silver a piece. But that was in the boat, trolling with big hooks on. So I don't think we're gonna see any of that, but you never know. Another small fish. I'm thinking about throwing out the bottom rods as well, just to have them in the water for bonus silver. I think I am going to do that. No, I can't. Well, I can put one of them out. I forgot I had dropped off a reel over at Quarry for repairs before I left. Ooh. That time's bad. The time they just put in chat there is not what's posted online for the news. They just said 9 p.m., which is going to be difficult for me to have a float fishing episode, but I'll try. I'll do my best. What do I have? Just cast out some worms as far as we can. See what we get. Size hook do I have on here? Small hook. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Don't know if we're even gonna get anything. Hello. I have no idea what this is, but it's gonna be a good fish. If we're able to save it. I knew I shouldn't have given it slack. Been a lot of tension on the rod that's already somewhat worn out, but what I gotta do. We may have to get off the boat to pull this in because I don't think we're gonna be able to lift this up. Whew. This is gonna be a good fish, whatever it is. So the reason I'm turned this much is, if you think about it, I'm letting the rod take a lot of the tension as well as the reel, which is giving me a little bit more pulling power. And the longer your rod, the better you can control this, and the more kind of pull you get when you turn. That's why I'm kind of slowly turning here. I'm slowly pulling the fish towards shore, and I'll slowly turn back, let it get some of the slack. The good Ladoga salmon. Oh, it's an Atlantic salmon. 4 kilo salmon, 3,700 XP. Not a bad fish. We might have been able to lift that up onto the boat. I doubt it. Now this perch, or whatever it is, I'm guessing it's a perch. We can definitely lift this up. Not a perch. Common minnow? No, bleak. Interesting. Bleak bottom fishing on a worm. In deep water. And the friction brake back down a little bit. I honestly don't know how much that Atlantic salmon's going to be worth. Could be really good, could be really bad. We'll see together. I do have my rotation speed at 40 here. Unfortunately, we got some weather coming in the near future, so I've got to get to the grocery store tonight. And depending on when they do the update, that may be interesting. The website and the news on Steam both said 1 a.m. Eastern, but the chat just said 9. Decent perch. Just like a lot of the US, my area is expecting very cold temperatures and snow on Thursday. So I would like to get to the grocery store today or the Mad Rush tomorrow. I think Friday our temperatures are supposed to be 1 Fahrenheit for a high and -1 for a low. And Thursday it's going to be something like 12 for a high and -7 for a low, with 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. So -35, -45 degrees Fahrenheit wind chills. It ain't going to be fun. And somewhere between a trace and 6 inches of snow in the process too. Not sure what this is, but it feels pretty decent. And it popped off. Despite me setting the hook, that's what I get for shift trick. I swear I talk good some days. For shift clicking, dragging it in as quickly as I can. For some reason, the F did not want to come out. And I didn't really want to say the other word multiple times. There, my phone's going crazy. Fish on. I think there might be a fish on the bottom rod too. $85 Vindus, not bad. Phones were going crazy because my mom was texting me that she just got back from the grocery store and had to drive around looking for a parking place already. So, sounds like it's going to be a fun time. With it getting to be the holiday season as well, too. I'm not entirely surprised. I'm going to catch rough. I will cast out bedworm. We'll see if the rain in the night changes anything. May get slower because of the night, but it may get quicker because of the rain. Not sure we're going to get anything on this cast. There might be something on the bottom rod, I'm not sure. It's a small fish. That's a bigger fish than I expected. I'm not shift clicking, just normal click. Got what account I'm on. Looks like either a roach or a bream. Cursed bream. So 22 minutes in, 10 fish, a couple of decent perch, and then that Atlantic salmon, which I'm not entirely sure how much that's going to be worth. But again, today was kind of a let's have some fun day. Try some things out. And this was not a spot on VK or anything like that. This was just me going back to my old bag of tricks. That and I didn't want to be sitting on a boat, so I had to think where I could fish. Main reason I didn't want to be on a boat is I saw the rain was going to be happening and knew the wind would probably pick up and just blow the boat all the way around. I didn't want to have to deal with that. We'll see what this is. I honestly have no idea. Looks like another bream. Yep, tiny, tiny bream. Did I never pick up the old? I may never have. Was looking for another reel that I thought I had, but I may not have ever gotten the old spinning tackle. Because when I initially started this series, A, they gave you the new reel at level 10, and B, the whole being able to get free stuff from the admin building wasn't working at the time. Trying to decide if I'm going to put the spark on a bottom rod. Aladdin global weekly record Baltic sturgeon 240 kilograms. Leroy Jenkins weekly record bastard sturgeon. Oh, it's bastard. I thought they were the same fish type and 230 kilograms apart, but I was wrong. Oh, today's been a good day for me. Gotten 4 subscribers somehow. I don't know. I don't know what I've done different. Creeping up on that 100 subscriber mark. This has always been and probably always will be a for fun thing for me. So, 100 subscribers on a not very well known game, I'll take it. And with me not doing any sort of advertising or anything like that, Russian Fishing 4 has a Discord for the game that you can post in. Not worth it in my opinion. They're not something I'm trying to do of just putting it out there. If people find it, great. If they don't, great. Plus, with me doing spin fishing to level up at low levels and float fishing to level up, not necessarily doing the this is the best way to do it type of thing, which of course sets some people off. How you always have to do things the most optimal way. It's a game. Have fun. Do whatever you want. I know I've said multiple times that spin fishing early on and float fishing is probably not the most efficient way to level up. Float fishing is not bad from a silver perspective. Spin fishing can be too, but we definitely leveled up very quickly on this account and feel like I'm a little bit behind on silver. So we may not have the best equipment for level 21 person, but I've actually enjoyed fishing with smaller equipment and the challenges that brings up. Pulling in a trophy laker on a 3 kilo reel was fun. That 4 kilo uh, fish I just pulled in on this rod was fun. I mean, this is a 8 kilo reel. That's also 10% worn. Yeah, it's really a 7 kilo reel right now. And pulled in a salmon that was pulling much more than 7 kilos for most of the time. That's kind of what I find fun about this game is the challenge of using maybe non-ideal equipment to just have fun, catch the big fish. That's when I was growing up as a kid. That's what would happen for me would be we'd always catch big fish on small equipment and have to learn to not break equipment. And if you lost your line, your leader, I never used leaders as a kid, but if you broke something and lost your line, you try and figure out what you did differently, or you go, okay, I'm not always going to win everything and move on. I remember fishing in a little pond in my neighborhood growing up. We'd use canned corn. My mom would buy a $1 can of corn, and that would last us a week of fishing. We'd put a little bit in a Ziploc bag, hop on our bike, ride over. For me, it was about 3/4 of a mile from the house. Meet some friends of mine there, toss a couple of bobber rods in, pull out a couple of small fish. A lot of times it's crappie, perch, that type of thing. Just real small fish. Probably catch the same fish 5 times, but it was fun. And then one time I hooked what we're pretty sure turned out to be a 15 kilo or 15 pound catfish. That thing was massive. Not too long after we hooked that fish, and it tore my line easily and almost broke my pole and almost pulled me into the pond because it attacked and ran. Not too long after that, we found someone had dumped some stuff into the pond and killed all the fish in there, and we found it's about a meter and a half, yard and a half long catfish. Thing was huge, and we're pretty sure that's what grabbed my stuff. This is 5th grade, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, maybe 7th grade Tucker. I was actually getting the pocket knife out of my pocket to cut the line because I knew there was no chance I was going to save it, and I still wanted to fish. And I had a pack of hooks in my pocket that I could swap a new one on, and a backup bobber. When it finally broke the line. Trying to remember which reel I was on. I think I was on my spin reel, not my equivalent of a bait caster. It was a little kiddie reel for the bait caster. And yeah, well, I was, because I ended up opening the bail so that it could just run with the line when it almost pulled me in. I was afraid it was going to break something. So when we found the fish in the water the next weekend, there was still a line hanging out of its mouth that had a bobber on it, and we're pretty sure it was my line. I don't know what I'm doing here. I thought I was tossing a bottom rod in. It's like, why is it not tightening up and ringing the bell? That's what happens when I get rambly. $35 in. I'm gonna say 15 fish, assuming this one actually comes in. So, not the best, not horrible though. Especially since a good portion of that time was overnight time. And we are using, 2 rods, not what, 3. And one of them's just a if we happen to catch something rod. I did think about going over to the middle islands and fishing from the dock there. I may try that tomorrow. I'll show what I mean on the map after I reel this line in. Heard it jingle jangle, so I wanted to make sure there was nothing on it. So there's a dock right here that you can use to cast into the deep parts here. It can be fun from as well. And you can get, or you can walk all the way around these islands. So I could come right here and cast out too, which would be kind of on that beach there. Actually, it'd be on the beach across from us, sorry. That's a different island over there. Another bream. Decent fish. I don't think it's a perch. This might be another small salmon. Nope, it's an asp. Small asp. Sir Mix-a-Lot would not be proud of that one. Looks like a perch. It was a marker perch. Obviously got something on the bottom rod. Looks like another bream. This one looks a little bigger than anything we've gotten so far, though. Might be a marker. Not quite. Wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry for the flashing. Was reading an email for work there and had my hand on the wrong spot on the keyboard. Thought I was pressing Y to tighten it up, and I was pressing T, which shows kind of your food inventory. Dog just woke up from a nap. Let's see what we got on here. Small gibble. Let's toss out some semolina. Try something other than worm. Yeah, whether today's going to be a good day or not is all going to depend on that salmon. Another small asp. All right, I'm going to do this. This could be risky, but I'm going to throw out the Snatcher 002. And let's slow down to about 25. Trying to figure out the right rhythm to get twitching. The reason I say this could be a risk is Ladoga salmon like this, and they can be pretty big. I'm going to do something for work while fishing here. Oh. Let's toss out a spiker. I honestly don't know what a spiker could get here. I don't think there are grayling. Not as much. May have to wrap this up a few minutes early. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Not super early. We're over 50 minutes in, so not a horrible time. $22 fish, not the best number. Not the best quality either. We did get that one good Atlantic salmon, so we'll see. Not only am I going to do something for the 4-letter W word, the 4-legged thing is asking to go out. It's around that usual time too. Gets stuck in the bushes. Before Volkov, if you're not super familiar with it, the building right here is the cafe. We'll sell the river mussel for 4. Didn't get 3 of those, only got 1. No common, no nace, no tench, no big Vindus, no bulls, no big bleaks, no pike, no chub. And then grocery store, I think, is here. Yep. Hardware store is here. Workshop's there. Admin's here. And I'm going to get the spare spinning tackle, and we'll discuss that next week. And then up there is the tackle shop. And then one thing that some people don't know, and I didn't know until recently, boat stations here, you can get different types of boats. We covered that. There's this ferry which takes you over here to the center island so you can go to the campsite. And then I may come over here and fish off this dock tomorrow, facing into the deep stuff here. Over here there is a, I believe, fish market, grocery store, fish market, and a tackle store. This tackle store does not have as much as the main tackle store over in town. And then fish market's right here. Came back over to the main island. That Atlantic salmon was only 12 silver, so not the best day. Only 20 silver. But was fun for me. I learned something. Didn't know the Atlantic salmon would hit on that lure. So, again, may try something a little similar tomorrow, but I had to go for now. So, hope you all have a good one. We'll see what tomorrow brings with the update as well, too. And we'll talk to y'all then. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.